Hey folks, in the last video of RPG Maker VX Ace, we were talking about classes, skills, and features. We stopped the video at 10 minutes or so because we were running out of time, but we still have to talk about features. So let's do that right now. Features define many miscellaneous but important aspects of certain classes. Here's the features panel over here. And every class will have a different features panel. This is the default features that are set up. And what we've got here is basically, okay, let's go to Soldier for a second here. Let's take a look. The skills they can have are special skills here. There are two classes of skills in RPG Maker VX Ace. And those two classes of skills or types of skills are called special skills and magic skills. So the soldier has no ability to do magic skills. The monk, no ability to do magic skills. The paladin, he has special skills and magic skills. So he can pick up any special skill and any magic skill. And you would just add those skills down here for the level you wanted to pick those up. You know. And you can go and pick up a new skill from the list. I'm going to cancel out of here. Where does he get his skills from? Over in this panel here. We'll come back to it momentarily. Now, you'll see these parameters here. So in this case, this experience parameter is his hit rate. It's at 95% accuracy. And his evasive rate is at 5% accuracy. So can you tweak this? Absolutely. I think you just go right-click, edit. Yeah, there you go. So you definitely can come in here and change the parameters. What do we got here? You got all your parameters there, and you can just toggle up and down to yeah. I'm gonna just slide this over because I want you to be cancel for a minute. Get rid of that for a second. Let's just go back in there, edit. I'm just gonna slide that over here, and so. You want to know what all those mean, those acronyms like HIT, EVA, hit rate, evasion rate, critical rate, and yeah, very cool. This is, sorry, I shouldn't have gone off that. So down at the bottom there, you'll see, I saw it there, was it MP regeneration rate, magic point regeneration rate. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Anyways, so you can toggle that percentage any way you want. Similarly, you can it's kind of an interesting interesting dialogue because you can very cool. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, you can poke around in there and take a look. I'm going to cancel it. I'm not going to change anything on this. But you can see that this is very much like... Let's go back to actors for a second. When we were dealing with the actors, there was a features, and I said at that video, I said, let this default to the soldiers classes, these features, unless you had two soldiers and you wanted to change something to make one soldier just that much different than the other soldier, then you'd add features, but you'd use the default classes that go with soldier. Well, similarly here, these are the default features for the soldier, and can you change this? Absolutely. Do you want to? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave the defaults as is. Can you tweak the skills here? Absolutely. Same thing. Am I going to do that? No. And I think if I did do that, I'd make a note as to what I changed from and to and why. I mean, there might be a time in my RPG development of a game where I do want to do that. But right now, I'm just going to leave the defaults in place until I find that they're not working for me for some reason, and then I'll go in and tweak them. Let's talk about skills here. So yeah, I think we've pretty much gone over this feature set. The skills here, they come from this panel here called skills, and let's just go up here, attack. So there are lots of skills, like holy cow, look at this. All of these skills. What's that? Confuse your enemies. That's wild. You know, yeah, there's lots here. I think you need to actually come in here and invest some time in all the different skills that are available. Like, you know, maybe when you're doing your RPG development, dedicate 5 or 10 minutes to taking a look at, you know, 2 or 3 and just do them in order, you know. Then you know the next time you sit down, you're going to do 4, 5, and 6. Just to understand what they do. And then 7, 8, and 9. So you know what's available, because there are a lot available. Lots of skills. Like, you know, when I think about this, I'm just going to cancel out of here. Oh, I went right out. Tools, database, classes. So down here, if I wanted to do some adding here, you know, I am going to need to know what I'm adding, right? So the way I know that is if I start to go in here and just read through the parameters of each of these skills and what they do. Puts all enemies to sleep. Like, there's some pretty cool. This looks like a magic skill. Yeah, it is magic skill. Revives a fallen ally. That's pretty cool. Anyways, have fun with taking a look at each one of these skills. How many are there? Whew, lots. 126. Wow. Wow. That's pretty neat. What's this one? What is that one? There's one there too. Huh? I think that special always. Oh, that's a placeholder. That's what that is. For additional skills, I guess. It's a placeholder. I'm thinking what that would be is if you wanted to, if you wanted to create your own skills, I guess you can do it there. That's what I would say that is for. There's 3 of them? Yeah. Well, then again, you can change the maximum too, so I'm not sure, but I think that's what those would be because they're kind of odd. Anyways, we won't worry about those. That's not important in the whole scheme of things. But very cool. So like I said, take some time and come in and take a look at these skills. And I was playing a very commercial RPG game with a relative of mine, and we were doing a hand-to-hand combat on this one scene, and I remember it was a fairly even battle. We kind of broke apart. And the next thing I know, my opponent's tongue came out of its mouth as fast as a whip, grabbed me around the neck, and pulled me back into him, where he then did his final blow that killed my character. And I was like, how did you do that? That was so cool. And that was a skill. Like, that's a skill, that character that he had, he used it on me, and it was the final blow in our fight. And after that, I always wanted his character class because it had that skill. So when you're playing a game as a player, you don't get to necessarily choose the skills, but you get to choose your classes, right? And your classes have the skills. So that's where classes and skills come in, and then your actor is assigned a class. The class has many skills. So that's how this works. And we'll end this video on that note.